just saying I'm surprised, that's all, Karen, because in the past you've always said that when you grow up you want to be a zoologist or a vigilante. And now you say you want to be...
Something in fashion, that's right.
It's not very exciting, is it?
Well, fashion is very exciting. One day black's in, then the next day brown's the new black, then the next day black's the new brown. That's very exciting, waking up and not knowing what colours are cool.
Yeah, but...
And I have my future all planned out. Tanya's going to start a global fashion house called Tanya with a little T and a big Y. And then I'm going to be her assistant.
Her assistant? Or why should you be her assistant?
Archie!
Hello, Archie.
Nice walk.
Well, he enjoyed it. He got to crap in the middle of the floral clock and he sniffed a lot of new bottoms, most of them dogs. The only minus was that the squirrels kept cheating by running up trees.
When can we get a dog?
Yeah.
Well, hang on. The only reason we're dog-sitting Archie is so you kids could prove you could look after a dog. And you're 3 days, Jake, you haven't once taken him for a walk. And all you've done, Karen, is dress him in girls' clothes, paint his toenails and feed him chocolate mints, which proved to be very bad news for the living room carpet.
But it doesn't matter about the living room carpet, because that's cream.
Well, it was.
And cream is very 1990s.
Who are you, got Wan?
What? Why does he keep following me about?
Because you mean food. We're his pack and you're the pack leader.
Well, if I'm the pack leader, why doesn't he obey me? Archie, bed. Archie, bed. See?
What's that you're doing?
Biology.
With a guitar?
I'm just writing a song while I'm doing it. It's only evolution, it's not hard.
Yeah, God knows what took Darwin so long to work it out, the lightweight.
Is evolution the one that says that humans started off as little blobs of jelly and then they evoluted into mammals?
Well, not just humans, Karen. See Archie? He's the perfect example of evolution because basically what you have there is a wolf. A very dim wolf. Possibly a special needs wolf.
Archie's not dim. Dogs are very clever.
They're not as clever as wolves.
They are cleverer than wolves.
No, they're not.
They had the brains to come inside and live with us.
Yeah, but that doesn't...
And get people to feed them food out of tins and give them a basket so they won't have to go chasing elks through the snow for days.
Lots of species are cleverer than dogs. I read an article that said that crows are cleverer than dogs.
Crows aren't brighter than dogs.
Yes, they are.
Can crows fetch a stick?
Well, they use sticks as
Can
tools.
they fetch a newspaper?
Well, maybe, if you gave them the money. No shiny coins, though. You just keep those.
I think dogs are the cleverest animal.
No, a squid's the cleverest animal.
How's a squid a clever animal?
Squids are highly intelligent. They've done all sorts of tests.
Well, squids have done lots of tests.
No, the scientists have done...
They can't be that clever or they wouldn't end up as calamari.
Salamanders are really clever because you rip off one of their arms and they just grow it back.
Doesn't make them clever.
Can you do that?
If I just got an axe and hacked off one of your arms, could you just suddenly grow it up?
No, but...
Could you do it?
No.
Exactly. You're just one down from a lizard, really.
Well, I can't cling vertically to walls and I don't eat cicadas. It doesn't make me... I'm still clever. I'm much cleverer than a lizard. Where's the phone? Why did anybody ever put it on the...
Archie, get... Archie! Archie.
Excuse me. I think this will be for me. Hello? Oh, hi, Ben. How's Adventure Camp?
What blood group am I?
What blood group? Are you okay?
No, I'm fine.
Well, why do you want to know what blood group you're?
Oh, it's just something Mr. Hanslet said. He saw me doing the assault course with my eyes shut for a bit, and he said, "Ooh, we better find out what blood group you are."
Yeah, that sounds like he might have said it as a joke.
Well, I thought of that, but it's kind of hard to tell when Mr. Hanslet's doing a joke, because he's got that smile, like his face has got stuck.
Have we got any friends whose children aren't being sponsored for charity? Walking up Kilimanjaro? It's a holiday. I'll say it got stuck in the spam filter.
I want my Ugg boots! Where are my Ugg boots?
She doesn't have Ugg boots.
No, she's just written Ugg on the side of her boots.
Where's she going anyway?
Oh, sleep over at Tanya's house. You know, she's totally in awe with this girl and her little witch's coven. I think she's going to feel left out.
Right.
So, planning any band rehearsals this weekend?
Maybe.
Only you seem to have had a lot of those recently. Band rehearsals. Only Donnie's mum said that Donnie hadn't been going to any band rehearsals.
It's because Donnie's no longer in the band.
And why's that?
Musical differences. He wanted to move away from grunge folk towards semi-garage. Also, he punched Mikey in the face.
Right.
You satisfied with that answer, or would you like to waterboard me?
No, listen. No, I'm really just interested. I just was taking in casual interest in what you're up to.
So you're enjoying yourself?
Yeah, we just played British Bulldog. What does feral mean?
Feral? Something else Mr. Hunslet said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
So, what blood group am I?
Sue, what blood group's Ben?
Well, one of the ones.
Gotta go, otherwise he'll hear me.
Ben! 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 Okay, Karen, it's Molly's mom, so... It's okay, I'll get it. It's okay. I won't say anything embarrassing.
You don't have to say anything.
We'll have a nice time.
It's okay, Archie. It's only Dad.
Archie.
I'll buy him off with a biscuit. This is empty. It was half full yesterday. How's that happened?
Well, it's those eyes. If I don't feed him, he gives me the eyes.
See, Daddy is quite clever. He's worked out that it's survival of the cutest.
He's had both of those packs of dog biscuits. Well, apart from the ones Ben ate. Archie, out of there! Come on now, come on.
Sue,
Archie, come on, come on.
it's just the three of us tonight.
Archie.
You fancy watching a classic movie?
No, because you'll just talk through every scene telling me how brilliant it is. I didn't hear a word of Citizen Kane.
Archie.
How about playing FIFA?
No, not the PlayStation.
Scared I'll beat you?
Well, of course you'd beat me at that.
Come.
I'd murder you at Tiddlywinks.
There's a game called Tiddlywinks.
Yeah, you flick little bits of plastic into a pot.
That sounds way too addictive for me.
Oh, God, you're heavy.
So, why are forests like this so important to our planet? Anyone? Okay, Ben.
Forests are important because they produce oxygen. They're the lungs of the planet, and without them, humanity would become extinct.
That's right.
Although, that is going to happen anyway.
Well,
Humans are going to die out.
well, maybe, but...
No, not maybe. 98% of all the species that have ever lived have died out eventually.
Really, that's very interesting, Ben,
And in
but...
50 billion years, a galaxy called Andromeda is going to collide with us and annihilate the whole universe. And that'll definitely kill us.
Well, we won't worry about that. After all, that is 50 billion years away.
Yeah, but a comet could hit us in 2 minutes. Or now.
All right, Ben, that's enough.
Or now!
All right, Lucy, deep breaths.
And we won't be able to see it, because most of them don't reflect light.
Just get your inhaler out, Lucy.
Or a supernova could X-ray us to death.
Ben.
We wouldn't see that coming either.
Ben, quiet.
It'd be like being put in a huge microwave.
Okay, head between the legs,
See?
Lucy.
As for a super asteroid...
One more, and you're in detention.
Here we go. The tellers of truth are always silenced.
Detention!
See? It's Galileo all over again.
It's like having a stalker. No, Archie, no, you've had your food. No, don't give me the eyes. Don't give me the eyes. No, Archie. All right, one last one.
Okay, Jake, ready?
Ready for what the hell is that?
Come on, Arsenal v Spurs, local derby.
What is it?
This is the game I played when I was growing up. Subbuteo. I've been meaning to get this out for ages.
Subbuteo. Why do all your games have the stupidest names? Subbuteo.
Yeah.
It's not even a word.
It is. It's Latin. It means I subbute. Anyway, look, I'll take you through the rules.
No, I'm not playing this. It's too budget.
Budget? No, come on, this is a great game.
But it's not realistic like FIFA, is
Well,
it?
that is where you are wrong, actually, because in actual fact, this is a far more realistic representation of football.
What?
Yeah, yes it is. Because, look, on PlayStation, all you do is you get to control one player at a time and all the other players just charge around randomly, like England. Whereas in Subbuteo, it's all about tactics. It's all about... It's all about moving players and positioning.
FIFA's realistic, Dad.
If you think that, I am really worried, because that means we're gonna bring through a whole generation of young players who can only run jerkily in completely straight lines, who often leave the ball behind them and then occasionally turn through 180 degrees for no apparent reason.
Archie, bed. No more food. In your bed. In your bed. Bed. Archie. Archie! In your bed.
FIFA's not realistic.
It's more realistic than this. When Arsenal and Spurs play each other, they don't have two teams of gay-looking clones standing with their feet in big blocks of cement and the goalie with a huge long stick coming out of his arse.
Well, there is this thing called imagination. It's like a computer, only cheaper.
Oh. Jesus, that's the ball?
Yeah?
It crushed him to death.
No, it's just a...
It's like the ball that chases Indiana Jones.
Go to bed. In your bed. Archie. Bed. Bed, Archie. Archie, bed. Bed.
You're just running scared.
Right, I'll beat you at your stupid game, then.
I don't think so. You see, I won our Scout Troop Subbuteo Cup 5 years out of 6. It would have been 6 years out of 6, but I accidentally trod on Jimmy Greaves and he snapped in half. He was never the same after that.
OK, game's over. In you come on. OK. Where's Ben? Has anyone seen Ben? OK, who was the last person to see Ben? Ben! Ben, OK, everyone, keep back. Give Lucy some space.
I haven't killed her, have I?
No.
I know first aid.
She's fine. Get back.
I took a course.
Step away from Lucy.
In your bed. No more food. Archie, bed. Bed, Archie. Bed! Yay!
You have to flick your player, thus, but it has to be a flick, not a drag, not a scoop. That's not legal. And if you... Hello? Oh, hi, sweetheart. How's the sleepover?
Is that Karen?
Yeah.
She wants to come home. I knew this would happen. Hi, darling. Is everything...
These matches from the old days.
Everything okay?
No. What's Gravelax?
Gravelax?
Yes, Tanya's mum said we were having Gravelax, and I don't know what that is.
Gravelax is salmon.
Why don't they just call it salmon then?
Well,
Anyway, I don't like salmon. It's too orange. I don't eat anything orange, except for oranges, because they admit that they're orange.
Karen, are you okay?
And here come Tottenham again.
That's a definite foul.
No foul, says the referee.
Let's have a look at the video replay. I've been filming it.
Video evidence is not allowed in the modern game by FIFA.
Oh, come on, Chopper.
Give them a couple of knighthoods, they might think again.
Hello, mate. Yeah, that'd be cool. Hey, Dad, can I go to Mikey's, please?
What now?
Yeah, he's got the boys over. We're gonna have a jam sesh, and we'll probably finish quite late, so...
Well, if that's okay with his mum and dad.
Yeah, it's cool. All right, I'm on my way. Cheers, Dad, you're a star.
Why don't you just borrow a pair of high heels and then you can join in with the other girls' fashion show? Well, look, darling, why don't you just give it a bit longer, and then if you want to come home, give me a ring, okay? Okay, bye.
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 Where's he going?
He's staying the night at Mike's.
Wait, you just said it was okay, just like that?
That's fine, they're just having a jamming session.
Well, that's what he told you.
See, it's fine.
There's something going on. I can feel it.
Feel it.
Female intuition.
Is this the same female intuition that told you that Russell Brand was gay?
Well, he's very feminised. He wears women's shirts.
Yeah, but he's not gay.
I can't believe you didn't ask Jake any more questions.
Look, can we just drop this? Next time he goes out, I'll tag him electronically or something.
So, got the house to ourselves?
Yeah, looks like it.
Just you and me?
When was the last time that happened, eh?
Yeah. What should we do then? What did we do before we had kids? Did we do anything?
Hi, Mr. Hunslet. Why are you smoking? Smoking kills. Look. Smoking kills.
Yes, thank you, Ben.
Do you know what happens when you smoke?
You're going to tell me, aren't you?
It builds up all the gunk and tar inside your lungs.
Actually,
How old are you?
I'm 59.
Then I reckon you'll live another 2 years.
2 years?
And also, how can you ever hope to get a girlfriend? Or a boyfriend? Or whatever you're interested in.
I'm married.
You're married?
I'm married, Ben.
To a woman?
Yes.
Yes. Well, how can she stand it? Your teeth will start to go yellow and... I mean, Mr. Hunslet, you're my favourite teacher. I really like you. Even though you did refer me to the behavioural support unit.
Well, Ben, can I tell you? This is the first cigarette I've had in 7 months.
Then what made you start again?
Take a wild guess.
Of course we did things before the kids. We used to do loads of great stuff. We used to have breakfast in bed. We used to have baths in warm water. We used to have sex in the daytime.
Did we?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Sure that was me?
We did it a lot.
Well, anyway, we've got the house to ourselves. We should do something. Goal!
No goal.
That was a goal.
No, because you dragged it instead of flicked it.
I flicked it.
No, you dragged it.
I flicked it.
But please don't insult my intelligence, Sue. It was a drag.
This game it's ridiculous. I mean, look at the size of the ball. That would crush the player to death.
Why is this family so literal? Jesus. OK, my free kick. 10 yards, please. What are you doing?
Well, that's enough time for Jake to get to Mikey's house, so you're going to ring and check that he's really there.
Why do I have to do it?
Well, I can't do it. He'll think I'm checking up on him.
Well, you are.
It's OK. I've thought of a pretext. You know, Mikey's dad, Stuart, he offered you that James Taylor ticket and you couldn't go. Do you remember? Well, this is you ringing to thank him very much for his kind offer.
That was 6 months ago.
Well, a belated thank you is perfectly believable. You just thank him for the tickets, make some small talk, and then casually ask whether Jake is there.
No, I'm not doing that.
Oh, hi, Stuart. It's Sue Brockman here. I've got Pete for you.
This is... Hi, Stuart. Yeah. It's Pete here. Look, Stuart, I've been meaning to phone you to thank you for your very kind offer of the James Taylor concert ticket. Yeah, you offered me a ticket to James Taylor? Yeah. No, it was ages ago. Anyway, I should have thanked you, and I didn't. So this is me thanking you. Thanks.
Small talk.
So, did you see the England game? It's incredibly old-fashioned, isn't it? I mean, really, you should be playing Wilshere in the hole behind the front man, and then he'd find he's got far more width if he need. So anyway, is Jake there? OK, Stuart. Yeah, Sue would like a word.
Hi, Stuart. No, that's fine. Thank you. Bye. What the hell did you do that for?
What the hell did you make me... Hello? Oh, hi, Karen. She wants you.
Hi, darling. Everything okay?
Yeah, I was just ringing to say that the Gravelax was fine, only pale orange. And I am having a good time. Because I thought you might be worrying about me.
Well, that's very grown up of you. Thank you.
Tanya's house is amazing.
Well, that's nice.
It's much bigger than our house.
Right.
And much cleaner.
Is it?
Yeah, much. Well,
Tanya's mummy's got that lovely Rwandan cleaning lady who comes in every day.
and in the bathroom, they have this thing that looks like a toilet, but actually isn't a toilet. But don't worry, Tanya's mum was very good about it. And also, they have 2 dogs here. And now we're gonna play...
Right, well, it's been great talking to you, Karen, but I must crack on. I've got to start cleaning our tiny little house. Bye.
She okay?
I don't like her being there with those trainee wags and the Botox mum. Still, good news is, I think she may have crapped in their B-day. Right, your free kick.
And now on BBC One and BBC One HD.
Oh, stop banging on about HD. What else is on?
Panel game. Panel game. Panel game. Panel game. Friends. Panel game. No, sorry, that's a police press conference. Panel game. Embarrassing bodies. Well, that's not that embarrassing. Oh, no, hang on. No, that is embarrassing.
Hello, Archie. Who's a lovely boy, then? You are. You're a lovely boy. Who loves you, Archie? Who loves you?
So, you're missing the kids a bit, then?
This is the future.
What?
This is what we've got to look forward to in about 10 years' time. You and me in an empty house.
No. No, it won't be like this at all.
Won't it?
No, we'll be out. Be like one long holiday, only without the guilt of having to force the kids into the kids' club. Imagine that. Enjoyment without guilt, see. I've forgotten what that feels like.
Of course, they might still be here in 10 years' time.
No. No, Jake will be finishing at university, Karen will be starting at university, and Ben will be in the Foreign Legion.
We may not be able to afford to send them to university. They may never leave.
Oh, Jesus, don't say that.
But that wouldn't be so bad, would it? I think it would be quite... Hello?
Mum, we just played this game of who's got the sexiest legs, and I won.
That's nice, darling. Just say if you want to come home rather than stay over.
No, I'm going to sleep in Tanya's bedroom. She's got a widescreen TV.
Because I can easily come and get you, it's no problem.
And we just had this fantastic cake that Tanya's mum made. She's very clever.
Well, she was certainly very clever to ditch her first husband and marry an investment banker.
What?
Nothing, sweetheart. Look, I'm glad you're having a good time. But if you need to come home, give me a ring. Bye.
Oh, God, that'll be the fox at the bins again. How did he get that breeze block off the lid? Can you really not remember us having sex in the daytime? Or are you just winding me up?
Of course I can remember.
And as the boy laid in bed, on the first night away from home, he didn't see the tentacles of the gigantic mutated squid from Andromeda creeping up on him. Suddenly, he was snatched into the air as he was propelled toward the gaping maw of the squid's beak. He tried to scream, but he couldn't, because the squid had already ripped off his head and was now feasting on the quivering guts of his corpse. The end.
You seen Archie?
Out in the garden, probably. I think there's still one small patch of lawn he hasn't got round to poisoning with his urine.
We've spoiled him rotten. Do you think the Hendersons will mind?
Don't know. We don't know what they're really like, do we? We only met them through Mick and Jean. Oh, I meant to tell you. Do you know what Jean did? She pretended to be a 15-year-old girl and tried to friend her son on Facebook to check up on him. He spotted her straight away.
Yeah, well, she probably didn't create a new email address.
Yeah. Hello?
Is that Karen wanting to come home?
Oh, hi, Mr. Chowdhury. Yeah, we are looking after a Labrador at the moment. Well, he's in our garden, I think. He's in your garden? Oh, crikey, I'm sorry, Mr. Chowdhury.
Archie!
He must have escaped through a gap under our...
Nice people who live at the back of our garden.
Oh, I didn't know you keep guinea pigs. Kept guinea pigs. Right, yeah. Yeah. Yep. And when you say savaged, what exactly do you mean? Only the... No, I think that does qualify as savaging. Yep. I can hear your children scream. Blood everywhere. Look, Mr. Chowdhury, I'm so sorry. I will come round right now and... Okay, I'll come round in a few minutes. Once you've finished burying them. Okay, Mr. Chowdhury. Told you. Wolf.
The kids probably will have left home in 10 years, won't they?
Yep, and it'll be our ticket to freedom.
I know it's a bit of a roller coaster having kids, but there isn't a single moment I would have missed. Not any of it.
Not any of it?
No.
Not even when they all had worms?
Well-
And their bottoms resembled a scene from Life on Earth? You wouldn't have missed that?
Well, maybe
Ben projectile vomiting into that fan?
Well-
Karen the C word in the nativity play?
She didn't know what she was saying. And anyway, they should never have cast her as Mary.
Jake and that business with
All right, okay.
That'll be the Hendersons. Come to pick up Psycho Lassie.
I can't believe Archie did that. Hope Ben's sleeping all right.
Has he been in any trouble?
Well, he was fine until he discovered next door's garden at the back.
You little scamp.
Well, there are guinea pigs.
Yes, he's got a little bit of a thing about small squeaky mammals, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Did we not mention that?
No.
I thought it was on our list.
No, I think we would have noticed squeaky mammal murderer. So, anyway, we've had to compensate the Chowdhurys financially to replace the guinea pigs, so...
Right.
Mind you, it was foolish of them to have guinea pigs wandering freely like that. They should have been in a hutch.
They were in a hutch. I've had to give him money for a new hutch as well. It's 90 quid in all.
£90?
Yeah. For the loss. Caused by your dog.
Right.
I mean, he's your dog, so...
Yes, no, he is our dog. Although, technically, he was in your care. I mean, you know, so...
You owe us £90.
Right, yes, understood. We'll drop it by.
Why is Harrison Ford's wife always being held hostage?
Well, at least now we know what the Hendersons are like.
Hey?
Doesn't matter.
If the kids do leave, and it's just us here rattling around, it's going to be so... It's going to be... Well, it's going to be like this.
We'll be okay.
It's so quiet. It's not natural, it's...
Mum, it's me.
Want to come home? No problem, I'm on my way.